Hey, this is Amy with Momma-Builds. Come build with me. So I am in my very first natural texture pack world, and I found a couple of builds that I wanted to share. This house is full of cave houses and glass houses and like a couple of suburban houses. Just kind of, I don't know, a tree house, just kind of like bizarre stuff. Mostly cave houses and glass houses. I really was kind of in this mode of like, it was my first world in the natural texture pack. It was my first world that I think I created with like a regular biome, not just a flat world. And so I really wanted to play with building things with the world that I created. So you can see I've got a cool like cave house over there, just a big tall weird house. There's like a hunting cabin over there. Just kind of like all sorts of stuff in this world. I don't know. It was like one of my very first worlds ever in Minecraft, let alone my very first natural texture pack. So this, I call this the hill house because it is out of a little hill. And what I really like about it is that I wanted it to feel like ground level, be kind of hidden in the hill, but feel like you're kind of like bringing the outside in, if that makes sense. So we come down to this little sunken living room, and I like the furniture. And I think that it's kind of warm and cozy. I love the fireplace, and I just like how it turned out. It's just a nice little living room. So then you come over here and it is a bedroom. Not that big of a bedroom. I wasn't doing like normally I would never do just like a 3 block tall anything. Like this would not fly in any of my current worlds, but it's what I did in the beginning. So all right, through the living room, we're going to come back here to this kitchen. Now, I love this kitchen, and I love it for a couple of reasons. Even though it's a hill or a cave house, it has this super cool skylight roof, but yet you can still see some of the natural um, rockery and hill up there, which I kind of like. But it's just this big, massive, spacious kitchen. I just really, really like it. I did something a little different. I did like these little shelves in the corner, which I had never done anything like that before. This is supposed to be the fridge right here. I now use doors, but back in the day I would use trap doors sometimes. That's supposed to be the like built-in fridge. And then I just love that it has this cozy fireplace right here. You can come up to the countertop and sit and eat on a stool. So just kind of just a nice kitchen. I like that it's separate. I do a lot of open space living areas now, but it's always nice when I have kind of a um, I don't know, just different isolated spaces. So over here on this side of the fireplace is a um, dining room, and I love the floor, the black and white checkered floor. And then I guess I didn't really notice this, but you could technically um, go across, like you can see the fireplace from either side. So we have our table and chairs here, nice big table. And then if you go for here, it's not that big of a house. It only has these 2 bedrooms, but I did it a different kind of pattern than I normally do, a checkered pattern, but with the green and purple. And then I did purple beds, and I didn't do rugs like I normally do because I wanted to see the pattern that I had created. And then this room enjoys a little skylight and window. It's kind of different. It's different than I normally do, but it is kind of fun. Sometimes it's fun to go back and see your old builds and be like, oh, I remember when I used to do that. I don't do that anymore, but I remember when I used to do it. So yeah, so it's a pretty cute little house. It's not that big. The little hill house though it's a cute little house. So let's go ahead and we're gonna go check out the house next door is a suburban house. It's 3 stories. It has some things that I love. Like I love this entranceway, this big grand like staircase, the covered area. I love the block that I chose to make it out of. It's really pretty. But there's some things I did that I'm like, I don't think I would probably do something like that again. But you never know until after you do it. Here's something else. This would never fly in one of my houses right now. I'll show it to you on the inside. This is a bathroom, and I really wanted to make it realistic. It was probably my very first realistic bathroom that I've ever done in a house. And I would have never, ever allowed that blue, it's like blue tile in the bathroom, to stick out on the outside. Like that totally would not fly in a house today. And then I have this really cool outside space. So let's check out the outside space. We've got a fire pit area. I really love it when there's like forest and stuff close by. It feels like you're camping, but yet you have the conveniency of going in and sleeping in your own house. I love that. Then we have, this is my second pool that I made. It's another kind of more natural pool. I did the sand. It also has a pretty cool diving board. I like the diving board. I think it's pretty cool. You go off this way or you can go off this way. And then, of course, it has like lounge chairs and seating. And then back off the house, we have a table and an outdoor kitchen. I even have like some shelving. It's just pretty nice, this back porch area. And I decided to experiment with glass block and just be like, hey, what if I didn't do a big like roof? What if I just did a glass block coming off just to like, I don't know, you could still see all the trees in the sky, but it keeps it from getting the patio wet. So that was the first time I ever did that. So there you go. All right, let's head over to the front here, and now we are going to officially check this house out. So love the big porch. Love the slightly, I mean, I guess it's not really covered, just a little hangover. But you walk in, and I have this nice big kind of grand entrance, and I like it. It has a really big chandelier and stuff, but I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. When I visited this house the other day, it was the first time in a really long time. I'm like, "Oh yeah, I did these weird little rooms." So this is like a little den. Like if you wanted to go get away from the rest of the living part of the house, it's kind of maybe loud or busy, kind of go hide out here. It's like a little area where you can do stuff on the computer or hide out or read or I don't know. And then back in the day, I used to use these rod things for like a hall tree, like hooks for your jackets or whatever. So in my mind, I was thinking this is kind of like a closet. When you come into a house, there's usually like a coat closet. This is kind of like my version of a coat closet in this part of the entryway. So then you come in, I have these big pillars. It's kind of really grand feeling. And I don't do staircases like this at all anymore, but I do think that it's kind of cool. I mean, I do like it. I don't hate it, but I just don't do them like this anymore. I don't know why. I just don't. But let's head over to the family room. So over here we've got a nice big cozy, maybe a little too big of a couch there. I don't know. A nice big cozy couch, and I love the fireplace with the plants, the ferns and stuff. That looks really cute. The cobblestone. That's cobblestone in the natural texture pack. And then over here is the kitchen. I love the kitchen. It's just bright. It's big. It's got lots of space. I love this big island. Um, I really like it a lot. And I put the stove unit in the island. I knew somebody growing up that had an island with a stove in it, and I thought that was kind of cool. And then, yeah, you can sit up at the island and eat, and yeah, it's kind of cool. Like I said, I don't really build my stuff like this anymore, but I still like it. This is supposed to be the fridge. This is back in the day when I would build fridges like this. I don't really build fridges like this anymore. I now do this. I only use 4 blocks instead of 6, but we'll go like that. So there's the fridge. Okay. And then the big, nice, giant dining room table in the dining room. So it's all right. It's nice. Um, yeah, I like this house. I do. I like it. It's got some choices I probably wouldn't do, but it's very grand feeling. It's big and open, but yet I like the floor plan that you've got your kitchen over there, a living room on one side, the dining room on the other, and then this nice big pretty grand staircase in the middle, but yet it doesn't go straight up. It's kind of got these curves. It's interesting looking. I like it. So let's go up, and it takes us to a little living room. I think I didn't know what to do with this space, and so this is, I feel like you're kind of close to the TV, but little living room. Maybe this is where the kids play Minecraft. I don't know. On this side, I've got a bedroom. This is probably Audrey's bedroom because it's green and pink, and she loves green and pink. And then another bedroom. Maybe this one's Audrey's because it's purple and pink. I think she likes purple even better. So this is Audrey's room. She's got her little desk so she can be studious. Maybe that first one was a guest bedroom. I like though you could look over, you could see down there in that little entryway spot. Look down in the dining room and the kitchen. Just kind of cool, kind of interesting. It's similar to the very first. I don't know if you saw the very first house that I made in this world. I did a video about it the other day. This is Cyan, so this must be Luke's room, and it's a lot like this build. It's different. It's made out of different materials, but the floor plan is definitely similar. I think I tried to do it bigger because there was some space constraints I had in the first build. This is definitely Ethan's room because it's red. So yeah, so we've got 4 rooms. I love these little lookout points. We've got the 4 rooms and a little family room, and then this little like third floor. So there's another staircase, and it brings you up. This is the master suite floor, which I think is super cool. So first of all, I absolutely love the fireplace and this little like living room area. I would love to have a room like this, a bedroom that was big enough that I had my very own like fireplace and living room area. I have these 2 nice big dressers and this big giant king size bed. Absolutely love that. And then over here, I have like, so this is the sitting area to cozy up with your sweetheart by the fireplace. But then this is where we could sit and watch movies or TV or whatever together before we go to bed. Have our own like entertainment space. A little desk that we could use to work on stuff. And then our master suite bathroom. We've got the toilet right here. And the vanity, double vanity, gotta have that. This is supposed to be the mirror. I used to do this. My kids would talk me into using the item frames with the glass plane to make it look like a mirror, but I don't really do that anymore. And then I've got this nice big tub. I don't know why I always feel like I need to fill my tubs. I guess I feel like I need to put water in it so people know that it's a tub. I don't know. I don't know. But as you can see, like I wanted this blue stripe to like be like, I don't know, like a little decorative piece, and it just, I shouldn't have done it because you see it from the outside. So maybe that's something I'll change in the future. And then the shower, nice big ample sized shower. So I don't know. I love, this is my favorite part of this house is this big 3rd floor master bedroom slash family room slash master bathroom. It's super cool. Just the kids still have nice space, you know. They each have their own room, a guest room, and their own little like place to hang out down here. So it's not bad. I wasn't too mean. And then the downstairs like formal living areas. So there you go, you guys. So I really kind of enjoy going back and looking at some of my oldest builds and kind of comparing them to the builds that I do now. It's totally different than what I normally do, but I kind of like it. I still like it. I still think I did a good job. Yeah, I do some things differently, but overall, I think it's a really cool house with some really nice space and some great ideas in it. So please, you guys, like and subscribe. Let me know what you're liking, what you want to see more of, and have a great day and keep building.